Hey y'all, here we are, Sean Burke, November 8th, 2016, 366 days down because of leap year, and 0 to go. Here we are at the end. I'm standing in front of Independence Hall. I came all the way over here to Philadelphia to end this because I believe that this is the place where freedom rang throughout the world. Once we formed the Constitution, once our guys put that together, risked their lives, and gave freedom to us, we the people, it spread around the world. So I consider this one of the most important freedom symbols in the world. So here, it's been an incredible year. A lot of you have traveled along with me, and I want to thank you for that. There's been so many things that have happened. But you know, in the end, I just felt like I had to do something. I couldn't sit back any longer. I just had to get up and do instead of think and complain and be upset. I had to go do. Now, was this the exact perfect thing to do? Probably not. Did it affect the massive amount of change around the country I hoped? Maybe. Probably not. But it got me out. I think it got the message out. Between all the media, between all the places Nelson's been, people have seen, I don't know, I might throw, maybe we've reached 1 million people between the book sales and everything. So I'm happy with that. Writing the book, this has been a 4-year journey. Writing the book, publishing the book myself, getting it together, formatting and all of that, putting together the nonprofit so that people could come along and help as they wanted to, which many of you have, which I appreciate. And then figuring out, well, what do? We got to drive around in a motorhome. And I found Nelson, designed the wrap, picked it up, and then set out on the road. Starting in Columbus, Ohio, and going over to Iowa, and then from Iowa running up to New Hampshire, from New Hampshire running all the way down into South Carolina, and then back up into New Hampshire, and then all the way back down into Florida, over into New Orleans, into Texas, rolling up the center of the country, and then I went back over to New Hampshire again to do something with George. George called me up and off I went, as a lot of you know, as you followed along. And then from there, I cut across the upper part of the Midwest, I guess they call it, into South Dakota to the Sturgis Rally and to an event over there. And eventually took down through Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, into California, and then up the coast. And then from there, I missed Utah. So I had to cut down into Utah, went back up through North Dakota, over to Minneapolis, through Wisconsin, Chicago, Cleveland, and then here we are again in Philly. So we're talking all 48 states in the continental US and 31,000 miles. Wow, I mean, day 0, it's hard for me to believe. The number of parking lots that Nelson and I have been in, the number of gas stations we've been in, all the different press events. I mean, many of you followed along on the radio that I've done with George and other radio pieces that I've done. I've been to both conventions, thanks to George, who got me the press passes to get in. But I gotta tell you, of everything that I've done, people have asked me a lot of questions. They've asked me, well, what do you think? What about this? I always get this, what's maybe the best place or the coolest place but I'll tell you 2 things. Number 1, the beauty of this country is unbelievable. The most magnificent places I've been, the beautiful scenery along the highway that I've been, it's just phenomenal. And I've written this in the blog before, is get out and see it. Get in the car, whatever it takes. But I'll tell you, to drive versus fly. But the most important thing to me on this entire trip has been the people. The people that I've interacted with, that have come up and knocked on the door in a Walmart or in a park, they've come and knocked on my door, or just in the gas stations I run into people. But you've seen some of it. I post some of those those photos, and I actually make stories and then tell you about it. But what you don't see is all the other people that I run into constantly. Just now, in the Uber driver coming over here just today, the guy had served 2 tours in Afghanistan. and he was an incredible guy. I mean, there's so many great people, and I have found them universally to A, love their country, B, love their families, and C, want to work. That's the kind of the core of what I've found. They want to work and have dignity and take care of their family, and they love their country. It's been very obvious to me. It's been a very unusual year, obviously, with these politics that we've had. People are not happy. They're upset. They want something different. Yes, we're divided, and I don't think they're happy with that. So to me, the core, if anything that I can distill down that has happened for me on this trip, the core comes down to people rule. Take everything away, even go before the Constitution was written. Go back to just even before the revolution happened. The key was that the people are sovereign, the people are in charge. And that's what the founders wanted, and that's what the people in the colonies wanted, and that's what we have. So we got our Constitution and off we went. The future, for me, is focusing on that. How do we get this back to really us ruling? How do we get it so that we don't have special interests taking over our government? So people with a lot of wealth can have more access than we can. How do we do that? So that's what I'm going to be working on. So I've put together a little compilation. I've done a lot of different videos throughout the trip. I put together a short compilation that I'm going to play here so you can watch some of the crazy places I've been. All right, this is the day one. It is November the 8th, 2015. I have now traveled from Seattle and went through Charlotte and now in Columbus, Ohio, to tomorrow check out the new motorhome. So we're here with Anif Phelps. And so Anif, what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing.
Trying to plant the seed of love and understanding.
Yeah, so we're in the main square here in Cleveland. Okay, we're inside the media center. My credential gets me in the media center. So I want to show you all of the different media. They got media everywhere in here. Hey guys, it's August 10th, it's Wednesday. I'm at Buffalo Chip at the Sturgis Rally. And as you can see, there's Nelson back. Hey, okay, San Francisco, 38 days to go. The Bay, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous day. Well, every now and then you gotta take a break. So here we are in Huntington Beach, South Carolina State Park. We're gonna take a little shuttle bus into Charleston. Here we are at the Hyatt in Key West, and we are literally at the end of the road. Okay, here we are at the, what are they? Key West Key Lime Pie Company. And check this out, chocolate covered slice of key lime pie. So here we go. Let's see what this thing tastes like. Hope it stays together. I told him to keep it soft and not frozen. Good morning, Sean Burke here. I'm the author of How to Press America's Reset Button, and here we are in a Walmart parking lot. Hey, it's May 21st. We're in Kansas City, and we're on our way to Little Rock. We just did our shopping at Trader Joe's, and we're gonna get on the road. So let's go. Hey, it's June 4th, 2016. I'm standing in Washington, Pennsylvania. There's Nelson, and we're in the Cabela's parking lot overnight. Okay, hey, it's the 23rd. It's Thursday, I think. It's 23rd of June, 2016, and here's Nelson, right? Here's Nelson, here we are. But we're on a ferry. I was just minding my own business. We're driving along through Vermont, headed to New York, and the thing sent us to a ferry. We went down this little road that you wouldn't believe actually supported Nelson. Okay, here we are, and it is June something. We're in June 2016, and we are in a lot of wind, right? You're just driving along, and you're minding your own business, and the next thing you know, you run into something like this.
I've got a place where I don't put my work email address in.
Okay, so here we are in the mall with my sign. Hey guys, here I am at Buffalo Chip. Hey, we're at Bullfrog State Park, or I don't know, Bullfrog Park. It's right outside of Chicago. Hey, it is Monday. It is Halloween today. Today is Halloween. Happy Halloween. I am off to, here's Nelson in his costume. Yeah! That's some fun stuff, right? Okay, day 3, third day in, 362 days to go. And I'm exhausted. Oh my God, look at this face. So, here we are. Sean Burke, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's November 8, 2016. 366 days since I started. If anything, I hope that I've inspired you to do something. We can do something. I hope that I've inspired you to get out of the thinking and dreaming phase and get into the doing phase, because that's what I did. I just started. Didn't know what I was going to do. I just went off on the road and did it. So I hope that, if anything, I've inspired you to do that. Thank you for everybody who has contributed money. I don't want to particularly name anybody because there's too many. People have contributed, people that have answered my blog posts, who have liked on Facebook, who have given the thumbs up as they've driven down the road seeing Nelson, who have knocked on my door, who have paid for gas, who have fed me, who have housed me, who have been a friend. It's been incredible. It's a year I'll never forget. And I'm always here, by the way. Yes, this year is over, this journey is done, and this is the final video I'm doing for it. But I'm always available. You have my email. I'm interested in your ideas, your thoughts, whatever I can do for you. But there will be a future, and I'll figure out what that is. I'm going to do a lot of reading, and we'll go on. So that's it from Philly. I appreciate everything you've done. I love this country. And here we go forward. Thanks.